All right, so I have a question from Friday before I start anything. Question from Friday. I have two triangles up on the board, ABC, XYZ. On Friday, if I wanted to prove them congruent, what had to happen? Okay, let me say that again so you guys can get your thoughts here before I call on somebody. If I wanted to show these two triangles are congruent, what must I do here? And it's a lot of work. There's a hint. It's a lot of work you got to do. So if I want to get these two triangles congruent, what must happen here? The triangles won't be congruent until we, Violet, go ahead.
Show that all the angles and the sides are congruent.
That's crazy, right? That was a lot of work for us. Right? We had to do this, 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 and then, right? That was a lot of work, wasn't it? All right, that's the last time you have to do that. There is a lot less I'm going to expect from you to show two triangles are congruent moving forward. You don't have to do that anymore. There's a lot less that you can do to show two triangles congruent. In fact, there are 5 different methods to prove triangles congruent that require a lot less work than what we did on Friday. 5 of them. I'm going to show you 2 today, 2 tomorrow. Those 4 will be on the quiz, and then the 5th method will be after the quiz. All right, so there's 5 different ways to show triangles congruent that require a lot less work. You ready for the first 2 methods? The first method to show triangles are congruent, I abbreviate it as SSS, and that abbreviation stands for side, side, side. This is your first way to prove 2 triangles congruent without showing all that work from Friday. And that is side, side, the side, side, side method. What am I telling you here? Hey, if you can prove all 3 pairs of sides are congruent, stop. You're done. The triangles will be congruent. Well, Mr. Carlin, what about the angles? No, you don't need them. You don't need them. You don't need them. If you can just prove me all 3 pairs of sides are congruent, the triangles are automatically congruent. We okay there? That's a lot less work. That's half the work, actually, from Friday. All good there. That's method number 1. Method number 2, SAS. Any wild guesses what that means? Side angle side, yes. Now I'm going to slow down on this one because we got to have a little chat here, kids, about side angle side. Do you notice where the A is placed in side angle side? The middle. Yeah, right in the middle, isn't it? For a reason. For a reason. If you want to use this method to say 2 triangles are congruent, the angle must be in the middle of these 2 sides. It has to be. If it's not, the triangles are not congruent. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as SSA. Never will be. That's not one of our 5 methods. And I know some of you are getting clever here. There's no ASS method, donkey theorem. All right? There's none there. Okay? So if the angle is not, Theodore, you better wake up or I'm going to come over there and roundhouse you. Right off your head, right off your neck. All right? If the angle is not in the middle, it's not congruent. We all good there. I can't say that enough. This never appears on your paper, ever. Angle has to be in between. Questions on our 2 methods before we try some problems out. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 2 triangles. I'm going to mark them up. And we're going to say, are these 2 triangles congruent by side, 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 side angle side, or heck, maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Look at our first diagram. Does everyone see I've given you a pair of sides congruent already? I've given you that. And I've also given you what? A pair of angles. One thing I have not given you, and this is going to be on your own every single time, I will never, ever mark it for you, is a side that is shared by both. That is on you guys to find and mark on your own. Everyone see the side that is shared by both? What is that side up there? BD. Everyone see BD is a full side shared by both. So you have to mark that on your own. I am never going to tell you it's a shared side, and I'm never going to mark it. How do you mark it? You can do 2 hash marks if you want. For a shared side, I always put an X on them. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. If you want to roll the same way, fine. If you want to put 2 hash marks, you can as well. But does everyone understand? I am never going to do this for you. That is, you have to do that on your own. You have to. I am not going to do that for you. All right, let's take a look at them now. Side, side, side? Nope. I don't have the third pair. Don't even tell me it is because it looks like it. How about side angle side?
Yes.
Is that angle in between? Again, some of you may like, how do you know that? Cover up one of the triangles and take a look. I think we can clearly say that angle's in between. All right, perfect. So yes, they are. These triangles are congruent. The directions say if they are congruent, write a statement. So let's keep practicing that for Friday. Name one of the triangles however you want. Name them however you want. Violet, back to you. Triangle. BAD, you got it. Congruent to. Order matters now, right? We want to match up the correct corresponding sides and angles. So if we go BAD, how are you going to name the other triangle for me? Ooh, Scotty? BADN.
BCD.
You got it. BCD. And now we're going to write by. And now you're going to tell me the method. What method do we agree upon? Side angle side. And yes, you can abbreviate it SAS because I'll allow that in the reasons column coming up. And it's not SAS. Don't let me hear you say SAS. There's a SAS coming up later on in the year. Questions? Oh, 1 doesn't make you great. Let's look at number 2. What's already marked for you on number 2? What's given to you? 2 pairs of sides. Is there a side that's shared? Nope. Is this side, side, side?
Nope.
No, you're missing a pair of sides. Are any angles marked? No, so guess what?
Nothing.
These aren't congruent. These aren't congruent. This is a not possible. All right, based on the information I've given you, this is not possible. How are we feeling so far? All right. Let's see if we really understand this now. 3. Side, side, side?
No.
Nope, don't know anything about the third pair of sides. Side angle side?
No.
Ooh, why not? I see 2 sides in an angle. Why isn't this side angle side? N and R are not in between the 2 sides. It should be E and P, but it's not, so this is not possible. We do not write SSA down. If the angle's not in between, you are done. All right, I'm going to let you guys do a couple on your own, but before I do that, can you guys go to, there's one other thing I got to talk about. Go to number 9 for me. Let's go to number 9. I told you a couple minutes ago, you're responsible for marking what on your own? A shared side, right? A reflexive side, a shared side. Well, there's actually a second thing you got to do on your own as well that I will never mark for you, and it's in diagram number 9 here. Vertical angles. I will never mark vertical angles congruent. Never. You have to identify them, and that scares me a little bit because I know some people are still struggling when they see vertical angles. They don't know if it's actually vertical. So I will never mark vertical angles on your own. That's going to be on you guys. So vertical angles and reflexive sides are on you. Let's just finish this one up here. Is this side angle side?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not in the middle.
Vertical angles are not in the middle, so that's not possible. So go back right now, finish through number 8 with your group. Remember, if it is congruent, write me a statement and tell me the reason why. So go back in your group, and then I'll start calling on people.
Wait,
Yep.
so our shared side's always congruent?
Correct. It counts as a side.
All right.
Counts as a side by the reflexive property. But it's got to be a full side shared by both. If you want to talk it over, do it on your own. It's up to you. You only have 2 methods. That's it. If it's not side, 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 or side angle side, you're done. We only have 2 methods.
Yeah. SSS. Not
Bless you. All right, let's see how we did. I don't need the congruent statement because it might be different for a lot of people, so I won't write a congruent statement down. But at least tell me if you're going to tell me a yes, tell me the reason. All right, and if it's no, then it's just a no. All right, number 4. What do we think? Number 4, where are we going, Lucy?
Yes by SSS.
Good. Yes, by side, side, side. Good work. And then everyone should have a correct statement that matches up the sides and the angles. How about number 5 up here? Connor?
Not possible.
That is not possible. Hey, take a look real quick in case everyone, I can say YA is reflexive. So that gives me a pair of sides. I have the right angles, and that's where everything ends. You guys can't assume something else is true unless I tell you, right? Unless it's given to you, you can't just, BA is Y. And you're not going to have a Y for me, all right? Because we don't know. So if it's not there, don't assume it. How about 6? What are we looking at with 6? Violet, what's good?
Yes by SAS.
Yep, that side angle side right there. Good work, everybody. Let's keep it rocking. 7. I like 7 a lot. 7's a good one. Test how you're doing. Abby?
Yes, SAS.
Good. Yes. Side angle side. Hey, quickly, you had the reflexive side MK. And if you cover up one of the triangles, you'll see those angles that were given are in between the two sides. Good work, good work. And finally, how about 8? 20, Will?
Yes.
Good. Yes. Side, side, side. Had to have the reflexive side on your own. All right. Any questions, guys? On saying if it's side, side, side or side angle side. All right. Before we get into hit up a proof using side, side, side and side angle side, I really got to make sure you guys understand what it means to be in between. All right. Because for side angle side, the angle has to be in between. So I want to make sure we're good on not only angles being in between, but also sides being in between. Because I am going to give you a method tomorrow where the side has to be in between and not the angle. All right, what angle's in between BC and AC up here? BC and AC, give me the angle in between. 1, 2, Henry. Angle in between BC, AC. AC, BC, and A. So angle C, yep. All right, can I go the other way? Give me the sides that include angle B. So angle B is in between what two sides up here? Angle B, Henry, back to you.
A, B, and B.
Good, AB and BC. What angles include include side AB? So side AB is in between which two angles up here? John?
Angles B, C, A, and then angle
AB.
A, B, C.
AB is here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So BCA would be over here, right?
Okay, so A, B, C.
Angle B and
Angle A.
angle A, yep. And then finally, what side includes A and C? What side is in between A and C up there? Where are we going? Tess? What side, right? Just give me I'm just looking for what side is between A and C? A. Oh, hold on. There's only one side here, Tess, that's in between angle A. You got angle A and you got angle C. What side's in between them? AC, right? Side AC. Everyone's all right? In between? All right, look, before we do these proofs, I'm just going to tell you they're going to be pretty darn easy. All right, and soak that in because they have to be easy. How many methods do you have?
5.
Well, you have 5 total, but right now, how many do you have?
2.
2. So this is why the proofs aren't that difficult. There's only 2 darn ways it can happen. All right. You guys, I really held your hand on this one, huh? The diagram's already marked for you and everything is written in for you. Look at you guys. Before we complete this proof, let's all be in agreement. When you do a proof and you're asked to prove two triangles congruent, not possible is never a way. All right? In a proof, I'm asking you to prove congruent because they are. I just got to know how. So please don't write, oh, it's not possible. He's trying to fool us. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. All right, ready? What do we already have? Because I always like to take a look at what we already have so I know what's needed. AB and DC, that's a pair of congruent sides, right? I have a pair of congruent sides. And you're in honors, so if you want to do this, fine. If not, it helps me out. I'm going to put a little S next to that. That helps me say, hey, you have a pair of sides already. And also I gave you what else? A pair of angles. So I'm going to put an A there. And this is why I do that. It tells me I need one more pair of something to finish this. All right, because it's SSS or SAS, which includes 3 pair of congruent parts. I already have 2 parts congruent, so I need to find another part on my own. And I know I told you already, it's not going to be that difficult. Where's the other pair of congruent parts up here? Don't make anything up here. Don't make anything up. Connor, where's the other pair?
AC.
AC congruent to itself. And it hasn't been that long. How do I know it's congruent to itself? What's the reason, Scotty? Reflex. There we go. And that gives me a third pair of congruent parts. Now I just got to figure out the method. And lucky for you guys, you don't have to worry about if the sides or angles match up when you write your statement because it's already there in the proof. And what is our method here? Why are those triangles congruent? We only got 2 ways. Will?
The side angle side.
Yep. And all you guys, again, just put SAS. So you don't need to write it out. Yes.
Unlike the regions, will you have to say side angle side,
Nope.
or can we also use
Anything, and I'm glad you're bringing this up now, and this goes for the remainder of the year. Anything I use up here is good for our testing quizzes, the midterm, and the Regents exam. Okay, any abbreviations, whatever I do up here, you can do on the Regents and the midterm. All right, one more. And again, I know they're not the toughest because we only have 2 methods. All right, I've given you, what, 2 pairs of sides? All right, so that tells you guys you're on the hook for another pair. So let's take a look at the diagram. Where is that other pair of either sides or angles up here? Where is that other pair that I can say are congruent? Don't make stuff up. Don't make stuff up. All right, where are those pair of congruent parts, Gage?
DFE and GFH.
There we go. Angle DFE is congruent to angle GFH. Here are the angles Gage just gave me right there. And why are they congruent? Why are they congruent? Henry?
Vertical angle.
There you go. And I think we got enough, right? That's a pair of angles. And those angles happen to be in between. Perfect. And reason why now the triangles are congruent, going deep there. Tiffany, what's the reason? SAS, side angle side. Great job. I think the proofs on the assignment are going to be a little bit tougher, but remember, hey, you only have these options. That's it, guys. That is it. It's got to be one or the other. Master this tonight, because tomorrow you got reasons 3 and 4 coming up, and then you'll have 4 to choose from instead of 2.